Relax, soldier, relax. Remember on the airport. Hold on, tone it down. Relax.
Fair enough.
Come on, you foaming at the mouth. Relax, baby. Relax. You foaming at the relax. Remember, you don't want to do resumes because the sister already said she don't have no resume. So you might want to back that. Yeah, you did. You said you don't have like resume.
Black people have to decide what they're going to get at the end of the year. At the end of the
to a whole veteran.
And we're dealing with the disrespect right here. 4 years. What are black people going to get at the?
Because you heard her say she don't have the resume that I got. So go on to the next sister. I'm not gonna handle your passive aggressive distance, baby. I'll run these receipts down on you. I'll run these receipts down on you.
I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog. Yeah, you are a big dog. You're absolutely right about that. Biting at people's ankles.
Yeah, don't ever do that with me though. Don't ever do that with me. You'll get your friend embarrassed. Play with your little friends.
Woo child, the ghetto. The ghetto. So I thought we had seen the last of Tezlyn Figaro after Vivek Ramaswamy and Larry Elder destroyed her on The Breakfast Club, but alas, we have not. She is now on Revolt TV, which is highly appropriate because she is revolting, acting a complete fool, basically just being every negative stereotype that you could possibly imagine about black women. Hello everyone, my name is Rogan and this is Bahamian Gyal. On my platform, I do social commentary and reaction videos. I encourage my audience to have private conversations in public. Today, I am coming to you on location. This isn't really locations in my car because I was busy running errands and then I saw this video and I was like, I'm going to respond to it. I'm going to react. Nobody asked for this reaction. This reaction is all of my own making because I was so annoyed. And I don't even know why I was annoyed watching this girl in action because she has always shown her backside. She has shown that she is just one ignoramus. She is the walking, living embodiment of every toxic, negative stereotype about black women. So let's take a look at this big dog. Not my words, her words. She says she's a big dog. She is a big dog. So let's take a look at her in action.
4 years. What is Harris promising black people in 4 years?
That was a valid question. That was a valid
Let's get the next person up.
I understand what
don't ever do that with me though. Don't ever do that with me. You'll get your friend embarrassed. Play with your little friends.
I would never be embarrassed. People need to pay attention to the fact that y'all won't get those resources. Therefore, you should not vote for a Democrat who would allow foster children, veterans who lost limbs fighting for this country, veterans like you and this man here, not get those resources.
We agree. Girl, relax.
So if Democrats are giving them out, then why haven't Democrats given them to black people?
I'm not talking about no Democrats. I asked
why haven't they given them to black people?
Is something wrong with her?
No.
There's something wrong with her.
Y'all see how she's trying to switch it to make it seem like...
I have to stop it there because this girl gets on my freaking last nerve. The one nerve, she gets on that last nerve. Because she's a masterful gaslighter. She wants to be able to have the free reign, the right to say whatever she wants to say, however she wants to say it, just being so rude to her guests, just carrying on like a complete nincompoop. And the minute her guests actually want to substantiate what they're saying, ma'am, sis, don't call me sis if me and you ain't cool, okay? Don't come to me, but no sis, especially after you've come at me in an adversarial way. Don't come trying to like patronize me with the sis, hey sis, ma'am, hey ma'am. Let me tell you what the job of the host is. The job of the host is to facilitate the conversation. The people are coming to your channel, your platform, whatever, to hear whoever the guest is. That's not to say they don't want to hear your take. They do. But if you advertise a person saying that you want to have, let's just say, Joe Biden to come on the platform, why are you constantly interjecting? Why are you constantly challenging and you're free to challenge, but to a certain extent, why are you being so combative towards the guest? They're a guest in your home and your platform is your home in that moment, right? They're a guest. Why don't you allow them to express themselves? But this is what Tezlyn does. If you watch the interview with Larry Elder, she tried to make these stupid non-points. It just was like the dumbest point ever. All she does is gaslights guests that she does not agree with. Anybody that she totally disagrees with politically, she gaslights them. They don't want to hear you constantly over-talking them, barking at them like the big dog you are. And being disgusting. I don't know how this woman got a show. Is this what sells? Facilitate the conversation, speak your piece, let the guests speak. Yes, if they start rambling and running on too long, then you kind of like herd them to a conclusion. But don't act like this. This girl acts like, I felt like watching this, like I was on a block somewhere, arguing with like a neighborhood bully. She's like a Debo, this big dog, Tezlyn. Michaelah, if you were listening to that little excerpt, or that soundbite, she was making sense about the fact that she would have aged out of the foster care system and gotten $700 a month, and yet she's seeing these immigrants being handed everything to them by the government. I'm an immigrant, and I think it's unfair. I often say I hate how Americans are not getting their just due, but you can have illegal immigrants coming in and the government gives them everything and the kitchen sink. They don't do that for a lot of war veterans, people who defended this country. And so there are a lot of Americans who are upset about that. And so I would have loved to have heard her finish her point without this big dog interjecting every second, interrupting and gaslighting her and talking about sis. Tezlyn, let's just keep listening. She's so angry, and honestly, I think she's jealous of this girl. Because now, there's somebody else new on the block who's sort of like a media darling, and Michaelah can handle herself in these interviews, right? And people are calling her. So now, of course, Tezlyn has to run down the resume. She's saying like, oh, basically their resumes don't. Why is the competition is in your head, baby girl?
Go ahead, brother.
And this is why black people.
Just finish. Don't start with the black people. Finish your comment, baby.
When it comes down to a divide.
Focus on
when it comes down to a divide in our community, this is why, because we're talking about everybody being so politically correct instead of in 4 years, what are we going to get? You mentioned chaos. Black people have been in chaos way before this debate ever started. We're in chaos in the homeless shelters. We're in chaos when it comes to the Department of Labor. We're in chaos the fact that Jock has to bring out laptops for the kids because there's not enough resources in our community. Right. And so when we have a sister with a different opinion than ours, it's about giving that respect. The fact that...
Hold on, wait a minute. Wait, no, you're not. No, I'm going to stop you because you're going on and on. And this sister here is the one that invited this sister. So if I did not respect this sister, she wouldn't be sitting here. You're going to put some respect on that. We're not going to sit up here. No, you can get frustrated and look down and all of that. Relax. This platform was designed to bring this sister here. So if there was no respect for the sister, she wouldn't be here. So let's make sure we're using the right context, brother. I don't mind you making the point about one sister going. This is the only sister on this stage that want to go. So let's also make that clear, because I don't work in no White House. So I want to be clear about that. Everybody ain't trying to get a job in the White House. You can continue, but let's not act like she's not respected, because she is. We just have a difference of opinion.
When people are yelling about who's a big dog.
I am a big dog.
And what I'm saying is,
I'm a big dog.
Out of this whole stage, only one person was standing on the stage with a presidential candidate.
Only one person on this stage flipped Michigan. And only one person on this stage organized over 2,000 people every year. Only one person was the racial justice director for Bernie Sanders. Only one, because remember, you don't want to do resumes, because the sister already said she don't have no resume. So you might want to back that. Yeah, you did. You said you don't have like resume. Ain't but one sister the senior public policy advisor for Ben Crump. Let's go on to the next. Ain't but one sister signed the front of the check for 1,000 people. Oh, baby, I know you don't want to start doing the only sister. I know you don't want to start doing the only sister. Because ain't but one sister served in the United States Air Force. Let's go on to the next person, because I don't like the passive aggressive diss, because I run these receipts down. So let's go on, because ain't but one sister served this country on this here panel. I do 100%.
And I just came on the scene.
I'm a big dog.
By the end of the year,
I love my sister. I love my sister.
This girl acting like a complete damn junglist. I'm a big dog. I'm a big dog. Yeah, you are a big dog. You're absolutely right about that. Biting at people's ankles. This girl is disgusting. If this girl didn't, if she was so frightened, she wouldn't even come on your platform. She came on your platform and you acted a complete fool. Now, after witnessing what she did to Michaelah and the other guests who were in the audience, the people who were asking questions, I would never appear on her show. And I'm one of those people who always says, don't be afraid to go into like enemy territory. But there's nothing wrong with going on somebody else's platform who doesn't agree with you politically or your philosophy or any of that stuff, as long as they can comport themselves in a decent fashion. She's a horrible host. I don't know why Revolt TV would think that this is even like the kind of representation. I'm so happy that the Breakfast Club did not use this woman. I should say girl, because she acts like a little girl, like a little high school bully. The Air Force must be so proud to say she was in their ranks. I can only imagine what this gal was like. You have to have a certain discipline, don't you, when you're in the military? I see nothing disciplined about this big dog. And don't come at me talking about, oh, why are you calling her a big dog? She called herself a big dog. She's a big dog. She's right about that. This big dog, Tezlyn, big dog, Figaro. And then she says, you know, if I didn't have any respect for this sister here, I wouldn't even have her on my platform. Girl, you didn't invite this woman because you have any respect for her. You have zero respect for her, and I think you're very jealous of her. You didn't invite her here because you have any respect for her. You invited her here, put her in this kind of adversarial environment so you can smack down on her and punch down on her. That's what you brought her here for. You know what's so crazy? I was watching this, and I remember just thinking, I don't know the last time I was this upset. And I was like, oh, no, I do remember the last time I was this upset. When I was watching this woman on The Breakfast Club. She's consistent in raising your blood pressure. I don't know why Revolt even brought her on this platform. Her points, even when she has like these gotcha moments, it's like, huh? That don't make no sense. It makes no sense. Unless they want like this love and hip hop style. And do we need more of that? Do we need more love and hip hop reunion specials? That's what this feels. This what that felt like, a love and hip hop reunion special. Oh my goodness. And Michaelah, if you're watching this, if you ever watch this, or anybody who's close to you watches, don't ever go back on this show. I know sometimes you try to prove that you're the bigger person, like, oh, I could go into enemy territory and I can have conversations with people. It doesn't matter if they, you know, they disagree with me politically. This ain't the show for you. Go on another show where there's a decorum, a level of decorum and some respect. If you're going to do this, you might as well go on Love and Hip Hop. If you're going to do this, you might as well go on the block somewhere and just argue with people. Ugh. Drop your comments down below. This ain't worth going on too long. I'm not even going to waste my brain cells too much on this girl. She's already gotten enough airtime. And this has gone viral. Lots of people have commented on it. And I was going to leave it alone, but I was like, no. And the crazy thing is, this woman, she doesn't have any pride whatsoever. And she has no shame. Because I remember even with that Larry Elder interview on The Breakfast Club, where she got bested, she was like, oh, and I got just what I wanted. I got a million impressions and this, that, and then I'm like, you got a million impressions and every impression was the wrong one, baby girl. Because the impression that they left with was not a good one. Yes, she got the statistics. She got the analytics, I should say. But what impression did you leave of your million impressions? People were watching to see how stupid you were acting. Drop your comments down below. Is this the kind of representation that we need on air? I don't think so. But you may disagree, and I'm sure some of you will. I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Toodles. Jerry.